Good morning. So I want to talk about a subject today that is, well, it's a subject that's actually scaring the hell out of me at the moment, and that is vaping, and what vaping is doing to us, the way it's marketed, and actually the speed. Look, I've been doing hypnotherapy for a long, long time, and in that time I have been seeing loads of smokers, hundreds of smokers, and every now and then vapors. But what I've noticed at the moment is, whereas I used to see maybe about 2 smokers a week, suddenly some weeks I can be seeing 5 or 6 or 7. Sometimes I've got a day in clinic where I see nothing but smokers, and now more and more vapors. I would say we're probably at about 50% vapors, 50% smokers at the moment. It's like suddenly there is this kind of collective energy, this collective anxiety about vaping, because when I started this, and I used to speak to smokers and to vapors about health, about what the future looks like, if you carry on smoking, if you carry on vaping. For smoking, I could create a clear picture because we have so much evidence of what smoking does to people. Vaping, we were just making it up, really. We were not making it up, but we just had no model. We didn't know what vape would do to the human body at the time, so we just had to kind of align it with smoking and assume that it's not good, assume that it's better than smoking, which is, there's probably some truth in that. But the reality is now, several years later, we have got evidence. We are seeing what's happening. I had a guy come into my London clinic about 3 or 4 weeks ago, diagnosed with COPD at 30 years old from vaping. I'm seeing more and more people struggling to breathe. We didn't know what the effects of this are, but now we do. I'm also worried that, when you work with smokers, you're really working with this habit that they have. They will say, I love smoking first thing in the morning, and I love smoking right after a meal, or I like smoking with a pint at the weekend, or a coffee, or sitting out in the garden getting me time. But it's very ritualistic. With vaping, it's actually a lot different because it feels so much more subconscious than that. It feels there aren't any habits around these perfect times to vape. People are just doing it continuously. It's like they're breathing in. It's just air for them, which I think makes it massively more complex to stop. And I also do think, whereas the smoker will go out maybe once or twice an hour to have a cigarette, the vapor will just do it continuously. So that even though there are less chemicals in the vape, the fact that we do it more, does it make it just as bad? So yeah, it's scaring me what people are doing to themselves, what we're possibly just walking into here. If you look at the marketing for smoking over the years, the way that they got us as a society to smoke, the way that they, for example, they targeted children to smoke. You do remember they had like candy cigarettes? I don't know if you're my age, you can remember going to shop and having candy cigarettes and pretending to smoke as a kid, or watching the Flintstones smoking, or watching the glamorous celebrities and making it seem so appealing. This didn't happen by accident. These were all marketing techniques to get us to engage in this habit. But now we're seeing the same thing happen again. We've all rejected cigarettes as well, they're poisonous. But vapes are good. So, but the same marketing's happening, right? We're still seeing it targeted at kids. The flavors, the glamour, the color of it. We're seeing, rather than the celebrities, we're seeing the influencers doing it. They are spending, they're doing the same marketing techniques, and they are using those marketing techniques to make us believe that this is safer. I don't know 100%. I'm not an expert on this, but my gut feeling is that, okay, we're not going for a picnic on the motorway anymore. We're just going for a walk on the motorway. I hate the way that people look at vaping as like this healthy alternative. Like, thank God I've stopped smoking because now I'm vaping and everything's fine. And really, guys, what I'm seeing in clinic is that it is not fine. I want to talk about some of the chemicals in cigarettes. This is what I produce. Not for cigarettes, for vaping. This is what I produce for my clients when they come in the clinic, so we can actually have a look at the habit, look at what's going on. Let me just read some of these out. I'm sorry about my scientific language because my pronunciation is not great. Propylene glycol. This is used in antifreeze, paint solvent. Formaldehyde, a chemical to preserve dead bodies, is found in vapes. Acrolein, which is a herbicide used to kill weeds. Diacetyl, this is a big one. I think this is going to be the big one. This is a chemical linked to lung disease called bronchiolitis obliterans, which is what we're talking about, popcorn lung, which is a scary thing. Diethylene glycol, a toxic chemical used in antifreeze. Cadmium, a toxic heavy metal used in batteries. Other metals include tin, nickel, lead, benzene, which is found in your car exhaust. This one I can never pronounce. Acetaldehyde, a byproduct of alcohol that can cause palpitations, racing heart, anxiety, low mood, negative effects on the guts and liver, and obviously nicotine. Nicotine is a very dangerous poison. It's what people talk about getting addicted to, but this is what it is. This is what it is, and I just want to get the whole lot out of it. Smoking, vaping. I want to get the whole lot out of as many people as I can. The way that I do it in clinic is in one session. This is the same for vaping. It is the same for smoking. It's a 1-2 hour session. I'm going to go through the habit. I'm going to go through the science of why hypnotherapy works, how it works to help you. I'm going to get you set up for hypnotherapy, and I even offer what I call a point of no return. So if after an hour with me you're not convinced that you're done that day with smoking or vaping, you can literally just walk away and I won't even charge you. If not, we do the hypnosis and we get it the hell out of you. My clinic is in Crawley, but I do work online as well. If you are interested, I will drop all of the information below. But if you're a vapor, please don't let it take a hold of you like I've seen it take a hold of so many people who have come into my clinic. Take care. Bye.